Hello everyone, in this video I am going to show you how to create this sunset scenery in the app IBIS Paint X. I'm gonna give you step-by-step instruction to create this beautiful scenery. Let's start. First, I just opened the 3:4 ratio canvas and just using mild blue color in the first layer using filler bucket tool, and in the new layer I'm going to draw the moon. To draw a moon I have chosen digital pen brush, and using a circle tool I'm just drawing the circle, and using the bucket tool I'm just gonna fill it with white color. Now I want this moon to be like more textured and realistic as much as possible. So to make that, I'm just using eraser. In the eraser, I'm using watercolor real eraser. So this, I just reduce its opacity to the medium level and almost to the low, and just increase the size and just making the texture realistic texture as much as possible. And I'm just trying to make it more look like realistic, and I didn't maintain any symmetry in this, so I'm just erasing in a slight angle so that it looks like it is faded, almost hidden behind the clouds, and one side it is like bright moon is rising. So next I'm going to draw the clouds. So I just created a new layer, and using watercolor real brush and white color I'm just making the clouds. So as I have told before, I want it to make it look like realistic, so I just reduce its opacity and just sprinkle here and there, and in somewhere I'm making like bright clouds, and some in the other parts I'm just making it look like spreaded out and not a bunch like that. So I have used white, pale color, and something between black and pale, something grayish, something like that color. I don't know what color it is. So then I want it to be realistic again, so I'm using same watercolor real eraser to erase somewhere here and there, so it doesn't look like rounded like that. So now I'm using leaves 1, this brush, to draw the bunch of trees in the front. So I just created a new layer and increase its size of the brush, and using dark green color to draw these trees. And I want it to be in multicolor, so I'm just using different shades of green, like dark, mild green, pale green, and in somewhere like yellowish colors, so it doesn't look like a painting. So I just using some mild green color, something like between yellow and green, something bright like that, to draw the upper parts of the leaves in the tree. The upper part usually have the fresh leaves, mild leaves, so I'm just drawing with some yellowish color at the top, the fresh leaves, and I just reduce its size because since it is fresh newly grown leaves, it gonna be small, so I just used small size and yellowish color for this. Now I just created a new layer below this tree layer to draw a building. I don't know how to say this building, maybe it is a traditional building, something like this Chinese style. So I just used a linear ruler to draw this building, and used line tool and digital pen brush to draw this. So I'm just it is not exactly zero horizontal, not exactly horizontal. I just make it like about 30 degree angle, 25-degree, like that, and drawn it 3 lines. And in the same way, in the opposite direction, I'm gonna draw 3 lines attached to the before lines. And now I'm going to draw the building. So I just off the linear ruler tool and drawing similar lines below the line which I have drawn before. And I just off the line tool to draw these curves, something like a traditional building curves. I don't know what exactly this building is. Maybe a temple, or maybe traditional homes, olden homes look like this. I don't know exactly. Yes, I just saw this building somewhere in the Instagram. I just make use of that design to draw. So now I'm just drawing the inner building part. So this above the curves, all these are like a roof, 3-story building roof, and on the inside I'm going to draw some doors like that, doors and windows. So I just drawn few lines in an angle to make sure it look like the roofs, brown roofs. And here, if I didn't hide that trees layer, I don't know whether I have joined the lines correctly. So make sure you have joined the lines perfectly without gaps to use the bucket tool. So now I'm just drawing the doors and windows. So yeah, I just time lapsed it to avoid wastage of time. And here I just used brown color for the building, the doors, and for the building I have used white color to the wall, and to the windows I have used some more darkish shade of brown, maroon. So here comes the building. So to give some finishing touch to the building, I'm just drawing a few more details to the building with the same line tool and the brown color. And I don't want to draw exact curve, so I just used a circular ruler to draw this. In IBIS Paint X, whenever you want to draw something like similar lines or in an angle and you're not getting a perfect angle, make sure you use all the tools which they have provided, like line tool for drawing lines, and to draw multiple lines of same angle, multiple circles of same size and shape. Use the circular ruler, linear ruler, so like that. So here is the building is ready. Now I'm used parallel gradation filter from the draw filter. So I'm just using sunrise bright. So I just use sunrise bright filter, and I just change the angle to like this, not exactly like a linear one, like it is like a slanted one. So I'm just made this blending mode as multiply, so that it blends with the other layers, and tried all the layers whatever. So now in the new layer I'm going to draw some the stars. No, not the stars. I'm going to draw the sun. It is like almost sunset time. If you drawn this below the gradation layer, doesn't look appealing. So in the layer above show all, I'm using this airbrush to draw this airbrush trapezoid 40% brush, and I just made this layer blending mode as add so that it's like glowing sunset. And here I'm going to use the glitter add brush to draw these stars. I just reduce its size, applying the stars here and there. Don't drag it, because it's gonna give like continuous lines of stars, so we want it to be like shuffled, like the real stars don't look in a continuous line form. So I'm just adding the stars here and there. Since this brush itself they have given us add, so it glows by itself, so you don't need to make this layer as add blending mode to make it look more glowing. Already the brush is glowing. So now I'm going to draw the birds here and there. I just used a digital pen brush, and I'm just drawing this in a new layer, almost as much as possible to make it look more realistic, the real birds flying to their nest. Okay, here ready, and the building is more broader, so I'm just reducing its width using the perspective transform and positioning it perfectly near the sunset. So here is the view